Sekeres and Price from Wall Center. And I'm just so gleeful that this segment is back weekly. No longer called Take 5. S versus P. Sekeres versus Price, the debate segment from yesteryear that you know and love. Mm-hmm. Every week we'll debate two different sides of a question, and you, the audience, will decide who won and who lost based on your voting right here on YouTube. So, today's question, who should the Canucks keep, Brock Boeser or Conor Garland? I will be arguing on behalf of Conor Garland. Blake will be arguing on behalf of Brock Boeser. 2 minutes per argument. Judge Grady Sass presiding.
Whoa,
I know.
What are his qualifications?
Yeah, I got to work my
Exactly.
way up to that.
I don't know. We'll see if
He's more like the bailiff. He's just maintaining control.
more like a mediator.
Yeah.
Paralegal, maybe?
Judge Wadden had a gavel and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not that guy.
Aspire to be Judge Wadden one
There
day.
you go. All right, 2 minutes per argument. Blake, you're going first here on behalf of Brock Boeser.
All right, Blake Price. We're going to go here in 3, 2, 1. You got 2 minutes starting now.
We have to remember, folks, this team wants to make the playoffs next year, and all decisions will be made through that prism. There are also a number of voices that will be making this decision on the question of will they keep Boeser? That has to be a yes. Aquilini will have all the feels about a draft pick that has had an emotional storyline to this point. Garland's a recent trade acquisition from a previous regime. On the why, though, well, we have seen that teaching old dogs new tricks can be a thing in the NHL. The recently departed Bo Horvat is proof of that. Got faster, got a better shot, just got better. Boeser is just a couple of strides away from being a better player. Do I want his release to be quicker? Yeah, probably, but improved quickness gets him more time, where the release may not be the issue it is anymore. And his 10% shooting percentage is fine for what is considered a slumping year. It's the second lowest of his career. He just needs to shoot more. Boeser is a heavy enough guy that with the moment elevated, he will win board battles in the playoffs. And after this season of tumult, ultimately, I think he will bleed for this crest. He has seen the light. He's seen that his issues are a him issue, not a situational one. And he said it in the season-ending press conference. He wants to stay. I fear trading away the skilled player with just 2 years remaining. Are you just about to miss the renaissance years on a guy who will still play the bulk of next year as a guess? How old? 26-year-old player. Garland is none of the above. He's a year older, smaller, and many a shift finds him dusting snow off his pants. The will and desire is there for sure, but his puzzle piece is a difficult one to find a place for. And as we've talked about, his size in today's fast behemoth world may start to become an issue, particularly come playoff time. Next year, Boeser's here. Garland is not.
Wow, finished before the 2 minutes. Look at that.
How about the Renaissance? Boeser,
That's the 2 minutes.
Boeser skates like he's in the Middle Ages.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, back on topic here.
Yes, Judge, Mediator Sass.
Hold on.
I'm so accustomed to judge.
Speaking of sass.
Oh, don't give me no.
That's right, not in this courtroom.
All right, Mr. Sekeres, you have 2 minutes starting in 3, 2, 1. The floor is yours.
Well, the Canucks should keep Conor Garland. First of all, he comes $1.7 million cheaper, and every dollar is going to count with the Vancouver Canucks up against the salary cap next year. They're actually over. They need to create some space. He's not slow, and he works the corners and the boards better. And, of course, we know Rick Tocchet. He wants those guys working the corners and the boards. He scored one less goal than Boeser this year. That was with less power play time, lesser line mates playing 2 fewer minutes per game. Look, Boeser doesn't get you that much further ahead. If he gets you ahead at all, we've been waiting on Boeser to improve that skating for 7 years, and guess what? It hasn't happened. There's no there. Let's stop wishing for that. Garland is more versatile. He doesn't need to play with scores. Boeser needs a creative centerman, and he needs a speedy defensive-oriented winger on the other flank to cover up for his deficiencies. Garland doesn't need that. He can play with a larger variety of players. Garland did not want out earlier this year. His agent was not shopping for a new team. I know Brock's had a change of heart on that, but there's no putting this genie back in the bottle. Lastly, Boeser may actually return something in a trade. He has less term, which is more desirable for clubs, especially contending clubs, and he's a more natural goal scorer who will appeal to a broader group of potential trade partners. Look, Garland is by no means a perfect player or even the guy they hoped they were getting in Arizona, but he has more utility at a better price point, and he should absolutely be the winger who stays.
Thanks for arguing my point at the end there. I appreciate
Again,
that.
finishing before the 2 minutes.
More natural goal scorer, shorter term.
Return
Thank you.
more in a trade.
Yeah.
Turn more in a trade.
Thanks for arguing my points.
All right. So, you all on YouTube now are going to get to decide who won the argument. Grady?
Now, key distinction here, I want to tell the people. It's not who you think they should trade.
Right.
It's about who you think made the better argument for said player.
You
so
are-
remember that when you're voting.
Right.
folks.
You were gauging the argument here where you're not asking for your personal opinions, set your biases aside, and just on the facts and argument presented.
Clear the brain.
If you want to comment on who you think should, by all means, we'll take that. But remember, it's voting for who had the stronger argument.
This will be a Friday segment through the off season. And what? Tuesday show? We'll have the winner?
Yeah, we'll draw
Give them
the
through the
numbers.
weekend.